Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Betrayal at Krondor. Before we check that chest, I think that I want to cast the Scent of Sareg so that I can detect if there are any traps on that. Owen grabbed Locklear's shoulder. Startled by the sudden movement, Locklear halted and gazed up at his companion. "What's wrong?" "The chest," Owen replied. "Give me a moment." Concentrating his thoughts, another scene overlaid the one already before him, differing only in the fact that it included a man kneeling before the box, a skin of naphtha in his hand. "It's trapped," Owen replied, dazed by the effects of the spell. "Someone's rigged it to explode the moment the lid is lifted. Shall we try to deactivate it?" "Yes, we should." Oops. I mean, we're mostly okay. We got emeralds, value rating 15%. From what little he had learned from gems dealers at trading fairs, the emerald had been prepared in a Nevet cut. Beyond that, he wasn't certain what the actual value of the gem would be until he attempted to sell it. And Redweed Brew. Uses left 3. Owen shook the vial. Called Tith's Piss among mercenaries, the liquid was famed for its vile metallic flavor and ruddy color, both owing to the fact the liquid was gathered from the rusty drain pipes of the Temple of Tith. Ew. Many claimed the fluid could improve an imbiber's swordplay for a short time. Go ahead and take that. Alright. Not too shabby. Although the damage was less than ideal, especially considering how low I am on rations. However, there appears to be a town that way. I believe that is going to be Hawk's Hollow. Let's double check. Yep, Hawk's Hollow. What do we have? Private residence, Owen said. I'm not sure if anyone is about or not. Locklear knocked on the door of the small house, and after several minutes, an angry woman appeared at the window and began to scream at them.
"Keep your bloody sovereigns! I've decided I'm not leaving!"
Why should we want you to leave?"
"I refuse, you hear me? I refuse! Now go away!"
Okie dokie. Let's run my face into the shop. What do we got here? Private residence. The door opened a fraction of an inch. "Your hands!" a voice commanded. "Pardon? What did you say?" "Show me your hands!" the voice repeated from the darkness. "Palms up, thumb out, and don't make any sudden moves." Faintly amused, Locklear complied and did as he asked, extending both of his hands for the stranger's examination. On command, he turned his hands over, again waiting for the judgment of the voice in the house. "You pass," the voice in the house pronounced at last, but his voice did not sound relieved. "All right, then, listen carefully, and don't ask any questions." What was all that hand business about? "I said no questions," a voice snapped. "Suffice it to say, I know that you can be trusted with what I have to say, because you don't bear the sign. You should be on the lookout for scrolls or anyone bearing scrolls. Read them carefully. It could save your life. Be safe." "Scrolls?" Locklear asked. "Why? What's on these scrolls? Does it have anything—" Abruptly, the door slammed shut. Huh. No one answered the door. Looks like he isn't in the mood to discuss the scrolls any further. I wonder what all that sign business was about. I do not know. Okay. That's an interesting looking building. Shop of some kind. Let's head inside. The Woolen Man. We got buy, sell, and that's it. Alright. Amulet of the Upright Man. Owen looked at the medallion skeptically. In Krondor, similar amulets were sold as fool's trinkets, ornaments that seemed in all respects like true gold, but were clever fakes run up by unscrupulous magicians. Checking the reverse side, he noted an inscription to Banath, the god of luck and of thieves. I believe the Upright Man is the Thieves Guild person in Krondor. So we can get a Peasant's Key, we can get a Virtue Key, we can get a Gilder's Pass Key, a Ring of the Golden Way, The ring was a simple, unadorned band of gold which fit awkwardly on his finger, worth only a small crafter's fee, and the gold used in its forging. The ring was still charming in its own humble way. What mystified him was the peculiar way it warmed when someone moved near him. I believe this increases your scouting skill a bit, so we might want one of those, although money... It's not that money is tight right now, but we are a little bit low to get all the things that we might want. 83 sovereigns. I will accept that. You will not buy the armor. You will not buy that either. I don't know that I'd want to sell it, but it was worth checking. You will not buy that either. Okay. Alright, so this, I believe, will increase your lockpick skill. And that I would like. Saved about 50. I'll accept that. I'm going to hand it over to Locklear when I'm done here, but... I don't know if it just, like, checks everyone in order, because everyone can go up when you successfully haggle. But 146, I'll accept it. I can still get some other stuff. Alright, Virtue Key. This is a Virtue Key, or I'm a Gwali's uncle, Locklear said with a grin, tapping the dorsal-shaped head. Originally, these keys were only made for chastity belts, but in the last 100 years or so, they've expanded the use of the design. This will protect very valuable items. And a Gilder's Pass Key. Locklear wiped a bit of dirt off the key. Made from sterling silver, the Gilder's Pass Key was a stunning piece of craftswork. It seemed profane such beautiful work was being wasted on simple tools. So small it seemed he could snap it between his fingers, Peasant's Key was made of tarnished copper, its color giving away its simple origin. The rough flashing that remained around the edges of the key further suggested the key had been only one of several hundred keys made. So I believe these just have a higher chance of, like, automatically opening locks, kind of thing. I don't have enough money to buy a Virtue Key, and the Gilder's Pass Key... Yeah, I don't know. Let me see how many I have. I cannot. Owen's haggling ability has increased. Fantastic. I always like that. Alright, so we've got 3 Gilder's Pass Keys and 2 Peasant's Keys. I think I'm good with having those. If we get down to 1, I mean, we know where to come to buy more, so that's always good. Let's see. Building's windows were shoddy. Even money says it's a tavern, Locklear said. You don't pay much for windows when you have to replace them often. Okay, so that's a tavern. Let's check out this building. They scrutinized the building. Looks like we found an inn, Locklear said with a smile, indicating the tiny ribbons that had been pinned to the building's frame. Those offerings to the Protector Goddess are as good as a traveler's seal of approval. Should be a good place to stay. Private residence. A man invited them inside. "Come in, my name's Lucan," he introduced himself as he slapped his guests on their backs. "Nice to meet you. I haven't had visitors in some while. You know it gets kind of lonely up here, and the kids don't come down too often. You have kids? They're a marvel, don't you think?" And Locklear seized Lucan's wrist and gave it a savage twist, forcing a shiny sovereign to fall from the man's pained fingers. Everyone watched in shocked silence as the gold clattered to the floor. "I almost didn't feel you nabbing that from my purse," Locklear said. "You're not a bad thief, but not good enough." "Don't kill me," Lucan pleaded. "Please, I don't have anything to give you, but I'll do anything. I'll teach you." "You'll what?" "I'll teach you. Yes, that's it. Lucan said, his face brightening.
Spare my life, and I'll teach you what I know about locks. Everything. What do you say?
Sure. Locklear arched an eyebrow. Very well, Lucan. You may teach us, but if you leave here with any lesson we came in with...
No. You have my word. Just sit here, and I'll be right back. I'll go and fetch my practice locks, and I'll be right back.
Nice try, but no, you're staying here. Locklear pushed Lucan to a seated position. Just tell Gorath where your practice locks are, and he'll fetch them. Then we'll start our lessons. Having resigned himself to the fact that he wasn't going to escape, Lucan lectured and demonstrated for the better part of the day before he set his practice locks aside.
That's it,
he mumbled, wiping perspiration from his brow.
That's all I know.
Good enough, Locklear said. I think we will be on our way now. And Lucan, for your continued health, I would suggest that you get out of the thieving business. The party's abilities have increased. Lockpick is up to 30. Lockpick is up to 25. Haggling is up to 61. And lockpick is up to 20. Alright, more info affecting player statistics. So right now, scouting is 28, and stealth is 31. 13 and 31. So, yeah, 15. That's pretty good. Get your scouting up to 60. Your lockpick is 25. If I hand this over... Lockpick is 10. Lockpick is 43. So, there we go. Get even more skill. It takes up inventory space, but, you know, we'll hold on to it. And I can't really see anything else. Got zoomed in for some reason. Alright, let's go to the inn. Locklear pushed the door open. As he passed through, he noted the lack of a door latch, a sign the inn was likely chartered by the local lord to ensure the safety of travelers. Hopefully, it would also mean the inn's furnishings would be suitable. The Dusty Dwarf Inn. We got the innkeeper. We got a finger here. We can bard. Got a finger. We got a barmaid. Except for a thin strip of floor that led between the door, the counter, and the stairs, a gray cowl of dust coated the inn's fixtures. The patrons of the inn seemed similarly stagnant as they gazed up lazily from their mugs of ale and brandy. Locklear cleared his throat. Glancing up from the business of cleaning his fingernails with a boot knife, the man regarded them frostily, motioned with the tip of the knife for them to quickly make their business known. That's a very nice knife. Keshian, isn't it? Locklear commented carefully. Where do you chance to purchase it? The man smiled, showing uneven brown teeth.
Who said I bought it?
Gorath said, taking hold of Owen's shirt sleeve.
Well, I think my companion here promised me a drink before we came in, and I think it's well nigh time I collected on it. Good day to you. Perhaps we can speak again.
The man ordered dinner. After a half-hearted attempt to resume their previous conversation, the man asked to be left alone so he could finish his meal. Alright, what about you? The question had been innocent enough. While he had meant nothing by asking the woman what she was doing in the tavern, Locklear found he was suddenly at the mercy of a rather pathetic street hawker. I'm trying to sell these, the woman said. She opened up a rucksack and drew out a handful of cracked shells, handing them over to Locklear to examine. Have you tried to sell them to a merchant somewhere? Locklear asked. A few places, but I've found they won't buy anything they don't already have on their shelves. Why do you think they just need more of what they already have? I would think they would jump at the chance to stock items they don't have around. Locklear shrugged and handed the shells back. I'm no merchant, but it might be a matter of knowing what your regular buyers come after. If you never have anyone asking for shells, it probably doesn't make sense for you to waste your money trying to buy them. So again, I think that this is another tip of, when you go into a shop and if they don't have any weapons or armor, then you're probably not going to be able to sell the weapons or armor there. Let's try barding a bit. Fortune smiled. Despite the fact that he was stumbling through the chords of This Kingdom Mine, Owen's lack of musical mastery was masked by the raucous noise of the tavern's drunken patrons thumping their mugs to the rhythm of the music.
That was interesting, the tavern keeper said. I don't think I've heard that song tortured so much in one evening. You're lucky the patrons are drunk tonight. Against my better judgment, they're demanding I pay you. Here.
Withdrawing 17 sovereign pieces from a pouch, the innkeeper passed them over to Owen. Holy cow, 17 gold? I'll take that, thank you. Hey, barmaid. Let's try haggling.
I suppose I can forget I walked 10 leagues through a snowstorm to buy that little item.
That little item, the 14 rations, the tavern keeper grumbled.
I mean, that I caught pneumonia for my troubles, it's not important. I'm just glad I can give you such a bargain.
Sure. There we go. Well, as long as we are here, let's just try haggling on everything until he does not want us to do it anymore. We should probably try drinking the ale and the other stuff at some point. Can I bard again? Goroth strummed the lute.
Before you get started, I think you should know we've tapped out our entertainment fund, the tavern keeper said quietly. If you play here, it'll only be for your own amusement.
Alright.
The Nightmaster looked tired. 7 sovereigns for the night, he grumbled. Oh, if you louse my beds, I'll charge you double. Turn you out at sunrise. Oh, and there's a chamber pot in the corner if you need it. Shall I sign you in for the night?
Sure.
Room's upstairs. Have a good rest.
The room was cramped. Shrugging, Owen stepped over snoring bodies and selected a spot of floor which looked like it might be comfortable for the night. Okay. Nope. Go and just stay the one night, although I could use some more. Party's abilities have increased. Nothing for you. Owen's barding has increased, and Goroth's haggling has increased. I mean, I'll take it. What about the tavern?
Looks like an abandoned tavern, Goroth said, looking around the room. Maybe the former owners left something behind we can use.
Spoiled rations and regular rations. Sure, I'll take that. Might actually be able to leave items in the shop, but I don't know if I'd want to risk it. 1410, 14.8, 14.9. All right. There we go. We'll just even that out. I do wish that there was a button where you could click that would, you know, evenly distribute rather than having to share the stack, which doesn't seem to work all that well, to be honest. I don't know why. All right. Let's see if we can get out here. Well, would you look at that? Let's cast a spell first. And we'll bookmark. No, it's just Mordell wordlock chest. Alright, axes and swords will not help you through, yet it and a little push will do. Some in the road would have fought and soon died, were it not close at hand to let them inside. Axes and swords will not help you through, yet it and a little push will do. Some in the road would have fought and soon died, were it not close at hand to let them inside. T-H-E-K. Toy. Toy. Tob. Hob. I mean, it's a 3-letter word. I'm actually not sure. Alright, I am not sure. I'm going to take a look. Let's see. Oh. Right, alright. Key. Just thumped. Satisfied the magical locks had released. Yeah, I don't get the key. But hey, 40. I'll take that. The 5 indicate increased dissident activity centered near Inclindel region. Should any mortal not bearing the agreed-upon hand tattoo pass into the kingdom, you are to assassinate them summarily, and above all, prevent contact with Krondor. Okay, so that one guy wanted us to look at... he wanted to look at our hands. The hand tattoo. Should any mortal not bearing the agreed-upon hand tattoo pass into the kingdom, you are to assassinate them summarily, and above all, prevent contact with Krondor. Okay. Interesting. Let's see if we've got anything over here. There's a little road. It looks like there's a building down here. Hey, perhaps a shop. Private residence. No, it's a private residence. When no one answered their knock, they peered into the hut through an ash-stained window pane. Inside, they could see bones strewed across the dirt floor like forgotten toys. Playthings of a death god long gone mad. Against the far wall, eyeless skulls were heaped one atop another with no particular sense of order or orientation. What is this place? It's a charnel house. When the graveyards fill up, they have to make way for new bodies, so they bring the old bones here. Let's go inside and have a look around. I've got a better idea. How about I stay out here and you go inside and have a look around? We've got a shovel. 25 uses left. Ours is 20. Might as well take it. Might be able to sell it. But we got a free shovel out of that. See if I can camp and rest. Let's do some more. That will do. It's a lot of rations that I just used up. But the enemy was not surprised. Weapons at ready, shouted Locklear. Looks like we're going to fight this one on their terms. Okie dokie. Boop. Probably should have done the other guy, but oh well. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Down you go. Do you mind not being near my wizard? Let's get back to Flamecast. Just going with the low-level ones. Kaboom! Ow. Still okay, though. Down you go. Excellent. Very nice. Alright. Did take a little bit more damage than I would have liked, but Owen's accuracy casting ability has increased. That's what I wanted. Alright, what do we got? Regular rations, okay. Share with the party. Dollatail milk. Do I have some of this? Hawked at fairs and trading meets by the Brotherhood of the Shield of Dala. Dollatail milk was really nothing more than a simple spring water, albeit spring water blessed by a priest of the Defender Goddess. It was reputed to increase one's ability to defend oneself during combat. Wrong thing. You do have some, alright. No room. Regular old rations. Excellent. Share with the party. Alrighty. That worked out fairly well. From here, we don't want to go to the east. We want to head up north to L'Oreal. And we do have this little road here. Let's go see where this goes. Then we'll call it an episode, I think. Does appear to be a building out here. Private residence. The house is dark. I don't like the looks of this, Gorath said, assessing the situation. My gut tells me that as soon as we knock on that door, someone or something is going to be all over us, like stink on a troll. Locklear never had a chance to knock. Without warning, a Mordell warrior charged at them from the other side of the small house, prepared to kill or be killed. Look out! Screamed Locklear, readying himself for combat. Ambush! There's quite a few guys. Let's go with some blindness. How you doing? 56-12. I don't know if being blind affects their chance to their defense in any way. Doesn't seem to. Don't miss. Thank you, game. You are trying to get away. That is just not done, sir. Boop. It looks like it should hurt a lot more than 3 damage. Oops. Sorry, Locklear. My bad. I apologize. Owen's using his health now to do this, but it's fine. Don't run away. Yeah, I kind of suspect the other guy's going to run away too. Oh, well, or he'll die. Did I misclick? Might have misclicked. Owen got a kill. Nice. Oh, party's abilities have increased. Let's check those out. Strength 19, accuracy melee 67, accuracy casting 61, and Gorath has not gained anything. Coinage, a lamprey. Well, okay. Let's see what else they have first. Sword and armor. A crossbow that needs a bowstring. You got 1 slot. You got 2 slots. You've got 1 slot. So I can at least take this. Okay. So that is a light crossbow broken. And we have a light bowstring. So, boop. Go and take that back. So let's see, you've got 1 slot. You've got 1 slot. Actually, let's give you that back to you, and give that to you. And we can take the sword. Alright, well, I'll come back here to, pick this stuff up, although I want to check the house again. See if they left anything behind in the house. Lockpicks. Very nice. I'll take that. Alright, so I'm going to run back to Lamut, probably, because I think that's the only place that I can sell all this. Oh, hey. I'll do that. And no one else has any swords. Okay. So yeah, I'll go ahead and, although, actually, let's swap that, see if we can get you improved. We can. Very nice. All right, so I'll head back to Lamut, sell some things, and probably need to take 2 trips just to get all of this stuff. Locklear's weaponcraft's ability has increased. Very nice. 68. I'm also going to use that book a bit, see if I can get some more crossbow skill. Anyway, I will talk to you guys next time. See you then.